What is the easiest thing to do to beat a flop presser?
I don't think you have a lot of time left, to be honest.
So the news is out. Ingen released the flyer.
Yeah, super heavyweights, Kamil Jablonski. I'd actually asked for Georgi Svetkov. It's a match that Georgi and I have talked about quite a bit. Wasn't gonna be able to get a visa in time. Immediately after I mentioned Georgi, Ingen said, hey, we can't get him. What about Kamil Jablonski? I'm like, the dude's on a tear. He's killing folks. Good challenge. You know, I got the recovery from the bicep. Very similar match to the one I just had with Lars, but a bigger, stronger guy, right? I mean, Lars, 255 pounds. Kamil's probably 300 pounds. We know his left press is nasty. His right press has beaten Frank Lamparelli in a tournament in Italy. He beat Miroslav Asanov 3-1. He beat Dave Chafee 3-0. These are all very recently. Now, we did see him lose to Medashenko, which hopefully I can do something similar. That young man is extremely strong. And the thing about him is what makes him dangerous is he's very confident in his abilities. And when you take a guy who is confident and thinks they're gonna win, it makes him fearless. I'm excited about the match. All right, that's everything I can do in the mornings. I'll have a full workout with hand and wrist work, flex grippers, cable pulls this evening. Well, you may ask what I do for the rest of the morning.
That looks medieval.
I always say, I'm gonna be able to do the splits again, right? You don't think there's any significance to it, but I was a really good martial artist when I was a kid. I used to be extremely flexible. This is a daily routine, 20 to 30 minutes twice a day, and then I just keep stretching it out. A lot of times I sit here and stretch and I start getting my post ready for the day. Or I hang out with Misha. Misha.
You said that none of the lifts that you're doing are specific for how you're going to have to arm wrestle Kamil.
Mm-hmm.
How does he pull?
So Kamil is a flop press. He's gonna even push his wrist back a little bit.
Like Jerry Carteret?
Very, very similar to Jerry Carteret. You hear a lot of people talking about this match and giving their analysis, and they say they pull differently. It's a different press. What I see about it being a different press is Jerry Carteret will actually try to keep his wrist at times. And if you take it, he'll give it. Where Kamil is 100% committed to just flopping it, which allows him to get in there a little bit quicker. Now, he has been working the top row. You saw him try to get a drag hook connection against Miroslav round one, and it didn't work well, so he went right back to pressing. What is the easiest thing to do to beat a flop presser would be have the hook engagement that Ivan Medashenko does and be super fast sideways, which very few people in the world have. Have the posting high knuckle with shoulder protected top roll that Hermes Gasparini has, which is how he beat Jerry perfectly and how Travis Bajan beat Jerry back in 2016 at WAL. Or meet him in the center table and go press for press for them. So if you have a flop wrist presser, if you have a conventional press and you're willing to test your frame and blow the center table and meet him in the center, and you hit correctly, you can blow right through a flop press. Now, is my press strong enough to do that? I believe it is, and we're gonna find out, right? So if that fails, I always have plan B, which would be a lot of what I'm working now, just a lot of commitment to keeping this arm angle close as I can and just running to the back of the pad and dragging him open, because he's gonna be hitting here. So if you can push him this way, he still gets that shoulder connection, and it makes him very, very dangerous because he's gonna try to lay on that arm. Option A, center table, shoulder press me right in the center. Option B, lots of high knuckle, a lot of back pressure, a lot of pronation with some side pressure to keep him, from fully committing that shoulder. Very dangerous guy though, because he's super strong, and like I said, he's confident, and that makes him dangerous.
People are talking about the matchup now, right?
Right.
And you thought people would think it was 50-50, but it actually looks
I thought 50-50 at worst, honey, but I'm the underdog on pretty much every poll, so that's a position I tend to thrive in. I don't think a lot of the new fans really know a lot about me before my match in Dubai with Devin. You know what I mean? And really since then, I haven't had the most illustrious performances. You know what I'm saying? Jerry Caderet, in my opinion, is the strongest bent wrist presser in the world, right-handed. Kamil is the strongest bent wrist presser in the world, left-handed, and he may be the strongest presser in the world. I think his left may be better than Jerry's right. I'm not sure of that, but it may be. I just don't think his right is as good as Jerry's right, and I have a winning record on Jerry right-handed, and I have a very good style to beat that technique. People think I'm gonna be in a full-blown King's move. It would take a lot to get me that far stretched out.
And I think that because that was how you historically arm wrestled Jerry.
Well, and
until the last WAL.
Yeah, last WAL, I stayed very tight. Tight as in upright position, never here, you know. And I was able to pull out the win in that one. So it's, I don't know. I've watched his matches. I'm very impressed with him. He's excited about this match. He accepted it and told Ingen that I would not be happy.
All I know is the last time we saw him, we were in Dubai.
Big. You gotten bigger? Yes, definitely bigger. Huge. He's big as shit.
Yeah, my main is 50-50. 50 here and 50.
Yeah. When did I get so small? His chest looked so barrel-chested thickness, you know, he just looked very thick.
And I can't believe that picture you showed me earlier.
Isn't that insane?
Nuts.
Yeah, 2009.
You were both little though.
Yes, we were,
What
15
were
years
you?
ago. Well, and I was 250 pounds.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I really was the same guy that I was.
And you were a pretty boy.
I was a very pretty boy. Yeah.
Let's talk about what can really be an obstacle for you in a prep.
Oh, me screwing myself up. I'm notorious about not being overly cautious in my day-to-day activities in life. And it comes down to the fact that I'm only gonna live once. And you're talking about what happened on Saturday. So once I realized I was gonna be super heavyweights, I knew my weight was gonna continue to go up. So, and we're already 2/3 of the way through a hell of a practice. I mean, we're 3 hours into a practice. And I end up changing clothes and I'm like, I'm gonna go out and do the salmon ladder.
All right, guys, I'm probably gonna fail at this. Weight's 270 pounds. I figured I might as well do this before I get heavier. We're gonna try 4 rungs on the salmon ladder.
Yeah, woo! Oh my God.
Get up, boom, hit the first one, hit the second one, go to hit the third one. The right side hits, the left side lands, my hand comes off. Callus ripped off my hand, right? So you come out there screaming at me, yelling at me, blood running out of my hand, right?
Or most people would be like, it's just a callus, what does that matter?
Well, I do daily wrist cupping and all these different exercises that if I can't grip the handle, I can't do, it's not a lift that I can just do with one hand, it takes both hands. What's even worse than that is we came back in here, everybody's having a good time. There's 40 people here probably. I have missed one arm wrestling table box jump in my life where I busted my shin. I missed again the other day. So I missed once and then my dumbass tried it again and actually missed it again. Nope. So then I went over to the other table that had the smaller base and I landed it. Yeah! Goose egged, swelled up this much, that big. I mean, horrible, horrible. Very painful. And you, of course, could not care any less about me the rest of the day.
I was pretty angry.
You were very angry, but I was in a lot of pain.
Okay, I don't care. You did it to yourself. So tell me,
Yeah.
why do you think I was angry?
Because of how much, well, I mean, you question the importance of this match. And it's not just the match.
It's not the match.
It's the goal. The goal is to find out what I'm capable of, right? The goal is to go after overall number one in the world. Whether some people think that's an unrealistic goal, a delusional goal, whatever, that's my goal. And with that is throwing all our eggs in that one basket, right? So for you, seeing me do things that make me feel alive, but threaten my ability to perform stress you out quite a bit.
Yeah, I don't want to go down this road if we're not dedicated to it.
That's the thing. This has to be an all-in moment for
Yes,
me,
it
you know, and have blinders on and tunnel vision focus on what I want to accomplish. I mean, I'm 51 years old. The time is now. You know, I can't put this goal off. I can't put this goal off. I can't, you know, if I'm really committed to unrestricted caloric intake for 12 to 15 months, going after, finding out what my body's capable of, right? Trying to achieve that level. I mean, no one's beating me yet, right? And it's just one goal.
And you are going to commit to that one goal, whether it's all forward steps, whether you have a backward step every now and then. That is the end goal.
Yeah, but so if I do have backward steps,
Devin had a backward step.
yeah, but I can't extend the goal. The
Yeah.
goal has to have a time limit.
Okay.
So I say 12 to 15 months and things are perfect. I cannot commit greater than 24 months to this. If in 24 months I have not reached my goal, it's time to step back and reevaluate. Because at 24 months, I'm 53 years old. And being as heavy as I may end up being may not be the healthiest route long term. So I don't want to be there for more than a couple of years. Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
I am predicting perfection. I think I'm gonna win every match. The way this could potentially line up, I'll win every match that gets me in the top 5 in the world, that gets me a shot at Levon.
How cool is it though that Egan Terzi arranged this stage? I mean, a lot of things just had to fall into place, right?
Yeah.
He started doing this during the time that nobody could do anything when the pandemic was going
Right.
on. And without this stage, you wouldn't have this goal.
Nah, it would have already been gone. I would have been Quest for 100 or traveling around or doing seminars and still competing because I love competition. But this goal, it's so big, you know, and I just know that I'm gonna catch so much shit,
You are.
but I don't care. It's the goal that I want to set. There's so much more to this. I wholeheartedly think God's working through me. I mean, I've always had an intimate relationship with God, but after losing mom and just, you know, getting the arm fixed, I mean, I've had a healthy arm for the first time in 15 years. I now have a desire greater than I've ever had before to fully fulfill my potential. So I believe that God has a plan for me. I genuinely believe this. So it's not for me to question. It's not for me to ask why this match got canceled, why I'm not going to be competing for the heavyweight world championship and I'm doing super. None of that matters. My responsibility is to do the work and to give him the praise and glory. That's my only job. Everything else is in his hands, right? So if I truly, truly believe that, there's no fear going into any of these matches. There's no doubt going into any of these matches. I just know that if I do my part, which is the work that I must do here, which is the nutrition that I must get, which is the rest that I must get, which is the recovery that I must get. If I do all those things, if it is God's will and my will aligns with God's will, this comeback is going to be seen by a lot of people. And through me giving glory to Christ, I think it's going to bring a lot of people to Christ. I genuinely believe that. Whether people who are watching this have that same faith that I do or not, that's not the point. My job is to let his light shine through me. And it's funny because people criticize me. Well, if you're a Christian, you do this. Man, I didn't say I was perfect. I'm far from it. But I know this is bigger than me. That was too much. That was too much stretch. I gotta go back. Okay, let's go back. I was gonna try to get to that next one. That knee started hurting really bad.
Clearly, God did not will that.
He's like, no, hey, homie, that's your stretch. That's not me. I didn't tell you to twist it again. Oh my goodness. There he is.
Hello.
Hello, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, and you?
I'm good. I've just got a big match coming up. I gotta start training real hard. I don't know what you got going on, but
I don't think you have a lot of time left, to be honest.
well, first off, I want to say thank you for accepting the match because I know it was last minute, and I know it's a big match for both of us. So I'm taking it really serious. I'm sure you are as well, and I look forward to getting on the table and seeing how things go.
Yeah, thank you. You know, when we was driving together at King of the Table in the past, I should grab your hand and feel it.
See, we miss those opportunities, right?
Yes, we miss everything. I have no idea how is your hand nothing. So it will be a big surprise for me.
Yeah, I mean, this is something I didn't expect for a while. Like, I didn't think I would be pulling you I thought I was going to be in heavyweights for a while, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, I am surprised as well. I thought I will have a little bit of rest, and I start training very hard. I want to make a little bit more power, but here we go again, 28 days. And do you want a match? And I say, oh, okay, why not? Yeah, let's say I'm always ready, but I want to improve a bit. That's why I was pretty happy that I don't have the match with Travis, but it's another replacement. But my right arm feels pretty good, so I'm happy. I want to test my arm. Like it seems like you want to test your right arm. Where are you in the super heavyweights? You know, so
Absolutely.
I think it's a good deal to see where we are, because I don't know as well where I am.
It's a great test for both of us. I mean, just because, you know, coming off surgery, I've been in the heavyweight divisions. You're a much bigger opponent than anybody I've arm wrestled recently. Find out how the bicep feels. But for you, obviously, I've got a lot of experience pulling pressers. You know what I'm saying? So we could be in for a long match. Or, I mean, I don't know. I've been watching some of your matches, and you're looking pretty dangerous. So it's going to be fun, man. I'm excited. What are you weighing?
136 kilos now.
Okay. So I'm not that heavy right now, but
Okay. I was able to swap camera.
He's got the scale going. Here we go.
Oh yeah, 136. That's how I am.
Yeah, 136. So that's a good weight. So that's 298 and a half, 299. Yeah.
To be honest, let me swap camera. To be honest, I want to drop some weight because I feel I am a little bit too big, you know.
Yeah.
And in the morning I am like 134 kilos, but my maximum weight it was like 137. So I am 3 kilo less than my maximum, but it's going down so slow. Already I am 2 weeks like on kind of diet. I just eat slightly less. That's all. I don't change nothing more. Just little bit less food. So before I take like 3 meals to the work for all day. Now I take 2. So it's just a little bit less.
Yeah. So I weighed 124 kilos this morning. So I weighed 273. I think I'll probably gain 7 to 8 kilos by the time we arm wrestle. So I'll probably be It's so easy for me to gain weight though.
That's crazy.
Yeah, my body wants to be bigger than it is. I've been as heavy probably as 130 this year, and that's just after a couple of days of just free eating and stuff. But yeah, I'm excited, man.
If you will be so heavy, you maybe don't have endurance so much. So I'm not sure if it's good for you to be so heavy.
It may not be, but I've got a long-term plan to just see where my body can go. I don't want to get super heavy. I just want to allow myself the opportunity to get as strong as I can, All right, brother. Hey, thanks for your time. Don't train too hard because we don't want you to get too strong. Just maybe that strong, not too strong. And safe travels to you and your lovely wife, and we will see you guys soon, okay?
Okay, all the best for you guys as well. So see you soon.
All right, God bless, buddy. Take care.
Cheers, bye.